Hello, my friends. It's Monday evening. Tomorrow will be March 1st, I think, and it's 10:13 p.m., so it will be posted in the morning. I'm just giving you time because so many things can be by morning. The situation might be different, so I'm just saying what time is it now. It's for entertainment only. And anonymous hackers hacked the Russians' computers. That was kind of positive. Some ways we have to start with the positive side and praising all the Ukrainians who are fighting. All of them are heroes. And Poland was really well prepared. A little town, Przemyśl, it's only 60,000 people, but they, well, with help of the whole country, probably for several weeks they were preparing what is happened. I don't think anyone could even imagine that will happen to that extent. And so far, the Ukrainian borders, the Ukraine left. People who left Ukraine, 520,000 people. It's unbelievable. And the lineups are 50 few kilometers, so especially to the Polish border. The other borders are not as popular because through Poland those people want to go to other countries in Europe, so that's the shortest cut. But so many cars were left, and mothers with kids were walking 26 kilometers, 40, and there is nothing to drink. Nothing was prepared on this site. No toilets, nothing to with the food, no gas even. I'm very sorry. Did Zelensky fall? They were not attacked? That was questions from my girlfriend Cheryl. She visited me today, and she asked, did Zelensky fall that they will never come? When I closed my eyes, I saw volcano in a distance. You know, some people are living close to volcano and they think, my generation might be skipped. I might live through it. I might not have to be worried. And I think that's what he felt. He felt that he can see that the blasts are coming from volcano, and he thought, I can live on it. And that's so hard because now people in Ukraine don't have anything to eat. He should have prepared more country. I was telling Cheryl how I get warning 3 months before we started martial law. I'm not comparing martial law to what they are going, but they gave us advices, change the streets names. That's not appealing anymore. But prepare dry food, everything, so at least we knew, because we thought that the Russians may come. So did Zelensky go that way? Well, he didn't have advisors. Biden was telling him. Biden was telling Americans, get out of Ukraine. Canada was telling Americans, students, whoever you are, get out of Ukraine. All the countries were warning students, warning that the workers, international workers, out. he had the warnings. He was warned. He was kind of living still in a cave and thinking that he can navigate. That was the reason I was a little bit upset. He is a hero, no doubt about this. He is a big hero right now, and Ukraine needs him. But it will be better if those people will have more food. And the good thing, Zelensky signed an application for UN to be accepted, so that might kind of stop Putin. Okay, the good thing is most of those Ukrainians who are staying, and if they are age over 15, all of them had the preparation for the war. That was a subject in Poland. In 2012, they stopped that subject, but we were forced to know how, from age 15 up, we knew how to shoot the gun. I knew it. Once I was holding the gun the wrong way and it hit me and I had a bump. You knew how to be nurse helper. You knew how to throw a grenade and you knew how to crawl and so on. My throwing grenade was very bad, but at least I knew, and we were running with the backpack and in the uniforms. 2 hours a week we had that subject, and it was called preparation for war. I bet Ukraine had the same thing because that time they were going to the same preparation. So that's a good sign that most of those people will know how to hold the gun and how to shoot. Even women, no matter what. We all had to go through that thing. Amy Y. Amy 1. Why is China stocking so much grain? They have stockpiled over half of the world's grain. That's scary. And I saw the coffin. So they are afraid of some starvation, death, war, all the symbols related to the bad things. And President Xi told them, he is thinking that he will be negotiating eventually with other countries because he will have that. He wants to cheat other countries as well and maybe raise the prices to the roof. And he wants to be in control, so he wants to celebrate. Okay. And how the cyber attack are going to complicate our life? And banks will be unable to provide services. So if someone can have some cash handy, that would be great. Medical fields, oil, power, and so on, they will be in all over the world. He might hit all the countries that are standing against him. So if I can give you advice, have some dry food for a few weeks. Flour, rice, potatoes, thin food, meat, in cans, something that it doesn't going to rotten. Medication, that's so important. Oil. Freezers might go kaput because there will be no electricity in some part of the countries. Have some money because the debit machines might not work and the banks might not be able to be open. Baby's food, that's important, and formulas and whatever it's in cans if you can buy it and store it for a while. Animals food, toilet paper, soaps, toothpaste, diapers, macaronis, coffee, tea, gas, especially if you can have some container with extra gas. When I was watching today the CNN, people were leaving cars on the side of the road and they were walking kilometers because they couldn't have the gas. Chris Cross is giving different remedy, but so she is saying in emergency heat and light for 72 days. Crisco candles, how to emergency. Okay, and I was checking those Crisco candles. Apparently you can make them on your own. You have to buy some part from Amazon, and it goes, so you can Google secrets for getting a Crisco candle to last for 7 straight days. Google. I will leave that information on my community page. So I'm leaving this and I will write this tomorrow when I will be posting video. In Russia, those people who are protesting, 6,000 of them were abducted, and the penalty is up to 20 years in jail. Those are extremely brave people. I feel I have to share with you those informations because sometimes you might not know. A long time ago, when someone of you asked me if there what's how about the Putin's health, and I saw him kind of his hands shaking, so I thought that he has a Parkinson. I don't know if he has or not, but paranoia, delusion, are part of Parkinson, and he acts. So that was the answer a long time ago. How is Putin feeling right now? This was the worst day in his life. He's feeling like a woman who is standing on top of the house, and they call those flat roofs with balcony around. They were popular in 1900s. Widow's balcony. And he is in a corner. So he feels he's in a corner. He's looking for something or some idea or some good news for him. So he is powerless, sad, and scary and lonely. His oligarchs are giving up on him. Someone asked, is Putin going to use nuclear weapon against other country? There was few people who asked that. I see him giving warning because he will be using that big tube. Okay. And I don't know if he will push the button. I didn't see the button. I saw the big tube. So I will pull 3 cards to know if he will push the button. We can't trust him. Oh, shoot. He wants the security for his country. And he is not capable of doing the job. He knows something is wrong with him. He is not working as he used to work. His brain is not working. He is in different mental stage. Do you see oligarchs rebelling to Putin? Is Putin feeling safe in his country? And when I had the video with Nina's with Nina's on Sunday, I said he has to look at his back. So he is afraid. And one video before, I said maybe they will kick him out of the plane, because that's what I was seeing, plane without the wall a couple years ago. and there was 2 seats, and then he was sitting. So this is, do you see oligarch rebelling to Putin? He is not trusting them, and they don't trust him. He is obsessed. He's like watching for a robber coming through his window. So we see oligarchs rebelling to him. They have some goals, some plans. They are uniting, and they want to fight with him. Ooh. Today 12 of them are, maybe I have that information. Oligarchs are isolated. They lost so much rubles. Ruble is worth today less than 1 penny. My husband couldn't believe it. No, you make mistake. I said, yeah, that was all over news. Putin is desperate. He wants to push the button. His oligarchs are losing trust in him. So that was one. How is in a circle feeling about Putin right now. The asset treasure are in the iceberg frozen. I saw the big iceberg, and the money is kind of frozen in the iceberg. They are angry. The biggest name that we were hearing a lot, the oligarch, Deripaska, is on bad terms with Putin. So there was another name that they mentioned, I didn't knew that one. 8 billionaires are against him today. Who knows how many tomorrow? But there is not that many billionaires, but there is quite a few against him. That war they will try to put, and Putin will try to put them in jails. You remember there was the richest guy in Russia, and he was sitting for a few years in jail. He was big tycoon in oil field, and so Putin going to put them in jail? How he's going to deal with them? He remembers them a lot from long time ago, but now he knows that they are outsiders. They are not trusting him. He wants to revenge. He wants to put them down, beat them up, even kill them. So that's his goals. No one can tell me what I can do, what I can't do. That's his attitude. And a lot of kids in Ukraine have polio since October. And those kids are leaving Ukraine. They were supposed to be on quarantine. There is no way that they can keep anyone on quarantine. They started immigrating 5 days ago, and they are already in my city, Wrocław, where I'm from. My sister-in-law was telling me, we have lineups to the store like you wouldn't believe it. People are buying everything, and a lot of those people are Ukrainians, but as well a lot of Polish people are accumulating food because they know the prices will go up. If they are expecting 5 million people entering Poland, prices will go skyrocket. And that will be all over the Europe. It's a lot of people. 5 million. If Poland has, I think, 46 millions, that's a huge amount of people. So, polio, how will be the situation with polio? Oh, and I saw the engagement ring on someone, so a lot of people will be engaged in that because they stopped, some countries, they stopped giving polio vaccination because it was live vaccine, and a lot of kids were kind of sick, so not too many kids are probably vaccinated. I don't know, I don't have children that age and grandchildren. Yeah, another karmic day. karmic thing will be happening. People will be gathering and then taking chances. So if you have a child at age, ask if you can vaccinate, just in case. This can be prevented from spreading. So I'm sorry, I have to drink. Warrior Girl 113. Speaking of Putin invading more than just Ukraine, how about Poland? And I see bullets flying. So soldiers will be shooting. Death is carrying the bullets. We can't predict. And Susan Morgan, will Poland be invaded and have to fight? Invaded. And I have to tell you, I'm afraid for my family. I told everyone what I told you, what to buy, how to prepare themselves. So I feel that if he has the button, he can sabotage, and he will be trying to go like that because he is the macho guy on the horse. He wants to have a war. That intuitively we know we have to be ready, prepared, and we have to be worried. I don't know exactly if he will, but that's what I'm feeling about. I want to have to put my cards back. And the last week, not the last video on Sunday, but one before, I was talking about apple cider vinegar, and I said that it was cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar. Sorry. When you're doing this live and you don't have, I don't know how to stop and, change or cut off. Leszek used to do that, but I don't know. So for the home remedies, collect the tea bags. When you are taking a tea, don't put them in the garbage, just collect them and put them in the pots. I remember my mom was opening them and spreading in the pots. That was giving some extra nutrition to the plants. And as well, she was collecting eggshells. She washed the eggshell after it was used for some other, the egg was used when it's cracked open. She washed inside, and then she was putting in the jar with a water, closing because it's always kind of smelly. And then she was pouring some plants on the balcony. That's typical in Europe. You have that little garden on your balcony. And then, or even the garden. So that's one of those things you can just save. I want to pray for everyone who is in any situation in Ukraine. There are no easy situation. Everyone is in the bad situation that they don't deserve. But I want to especially pray for women. They are going to save the kids from the horrific ordeal, and they are going through hell to reach the better side. Can you imagine how those mothers are feeling? They can't give them a drink. The kids are cold. They can be sick. They don't know where they will sleep, if they will sleep. The mothers wouldn't sleep because they will be kind of sleeping with one eye open, worrying that the kid can get up and walk somewhere away. That's the scariest time in their lives, and they left husbands and families. I feel so sorry for all of them. They don't deserve that. And no, and the men's who are very brave and going back. So many men are coming back from Europe. I was watching last night YouTube from Poland, and I was crying in the middle of the night. My husband was sleeping, and I couldn't pull myself, even not feeling sorry for everyone who was going through that. Please pray with me for the peace on the earth, that something will happen with Putin and he will change his mind. I don't think it's possible. But we have to pray for a miracle that some angel will touch him and he will, or someone else will touch him and he will kind of disappear from the house he is creating. I heard today that even the Russian soldier who was captured in Ukraine, and he was writing to his mother or talking to his mother, and he was telling her that they told us that we wouldn't be shooting. And I was telling you, Putin didn't want, I thought that he wouldn't need to shoot because everyone will be happy. Some part they were happy, but not even in those parts. A lot of people didn't want to belong to Russia. Even they will be financially better off. They don't want to. They want to be free from them. They want to belong to Europe. I can understand that. I knew what it meant for me to feel free to travel. You feel like you are a slave if you are not allowed to leave your country and feel free. Those poor people who are going through the worst time imaginable. It's like third war. We have to send them good money support and prayers. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Okay, I will have a video with Tracy at 11 Mountain Time on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.